Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Batman Classic TV series, Batman and Robin with Rebreathers. I got these figures from figuremeforall.com. It's a Canadian website, but even after taxes and shipping, I got them for slightly less than I would have paid at retail at Target. Yeah, I did use a coupon code as well. So these guys are part of the newest wave, and let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, DC, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, Batman Classic TV series. Here he is in the package. We have Batman. He comes with what looks like sort of a rocket launcher, and he's got his rebreather on. On the back side, Batman Classic TV series, Batman with oxygen mask, Batcave, and here's his barcode. And then we have Robin here. He's got the rebreather, batarang, little radio. On the backside, Robin with oxygen mask. Here's his barcode. So no further ado, let's open them up. And I did get two of these figures, one of which to open and enjoy, and one to keep unopened in my complete Batman-related unopened action figure collection. And I got the entire wave, Batgirl, Batman and Robin with the rebreathers from figuremeforall.com. Alright. Now that these figures out of the package, here they are with all their accessories laid out. Batman comes with the Bat Bazooka, and then Robin comes with a little Bat Radio and a Batarang. But before we take a look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figures. So this is Batman and Robin. They both have their oxygen masks on. I call it a rebreather. They use these a ton in the comics, cartoons, even some of the films. They used this in the 66 show, but I must confess, I don't actually remember the episode they were used from. I don't know if they were using them underwater, or just because of some sort of gas. Drop it down in the comments below. Tried to Google it, couldn't quite find the episode easily. I'm curious, but they're going to look really cool in the Batboat. So let's take a look. Like I said, it's the traditional Adam West Batman. Only difference, of course, is the oxygen mask. I noticed on his, he's got the nose piece under the cowl. Nice little attention to detail that's accurate to the show. Beyond that, it should be the standard Adam West body. Head, just slightly altered. Single jointed elbows, single jointed knees, cloth cape, and it feels a little bit better than what came before. I'll check that out later in the video. Utility belt. And then, of course, we have the Burt Ward Robin. Hair parted on the side, domino mask, giant oxygen mask on the front, nose piece on top of his domino mask, soft goods cape, single jointed elbow, single jointed knees, elf shoes, typical Golden Age classic Robin. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt, traditional Adam West cowl, short ears, white eyebrows, wide on the nose, and of course, he's got the oxygen mask, which actually looks pretty good. And the funny thing is, on the oxygen mask, if you look below, it actually says oxygen. In the 60s show, almost everything was labeled. Bat computer, bat shark repellent, etc. And a closer look at Robin's face and head sculpt. Looks pretty good. The domino mask is good. The hair, it does remind me of Burt Ward from that era. Of course, he has the same oxygen mask, which also looks good, and I like that you can see the nose piece. And just like Batman's, his is labeled oxygen on the bottom as well. Now let's look at their accessories. Batman came with the Bat Bazooka, and Robin came with the Bat Radio and Batarang. But these accessories are interchangeable, and really can work with any of the figures. So we have the Bat Bazooka. You can see it's got the Batman logo. It's got a little scope here. It has, I don't know what that red thing's supposed to be. A bunch of sort of, I don't know, bat type design around the front there. It's got a little hole here. You would think you'd be able to add some sort of accessory shooting out, but it doesn't come with anything like that. A couple handles there. Then we have the Bat Radio, fairly basic. And of course, the Batarang, old school 66 style. It's got a little hole here if you wanted to add a rope and make a bat rope. Here are some other accessories. Another Bat Bazooka, a couple more Bat Radios, and a few more 66 style Batarangs. These are from different various figures by NECA and Mattel. There's also a really cool accessory pack out there. It's for Mego figures, but it won't be too far off for your 6 or 7 inch scale figures. I never purchased it as I thought it might not work, but it's on my list of things to potentially get one day. Here's Batman holding this Bat Bazooka. The hands feel a little bit gummier than before, which is not a bad thing when putting large accessories into their hands. Hold it like this. Seems a little bit oversized for him. Now it also has this little area here that you're supposed to put sort of over the shoulder, but the way the figure's articulated, it's just not going to work. Put it up like this, but then look how he's holding it. Still, it doesn't even all the way go back there. It'd have to be like that. Simply does not work. You can hold it with either one hand or with two, and it really doesn't look that good either way, but it works. Doesn't seem that bad with two hands. Still can't hold it quite properly. Robin can also hold the Bat Bazooka. He can only hold it with one hand, as his second hand is a fisted hand. I believe Robin is actually the one that fired it in the 1966 movie. Here's Batman holding both the Batarang and the Bat Radio. And here's Robin holding that Batarang. Considering he's the figure that came with two accessories, it's kind of interesting that he can only hold one at a time and Batman can hold both. And here's Robin holding the Bat Radio. Here are a bunch of different oxygen masks and rebreathers I have for my Batman collection. The first two came with a Mattel Dark Knight Rises Ra's al Ghul. They're fantastic, they're rubbery, nice give to it, works on a ton of different Batman figures that I have. The third one came with a Mafex Suicide Squad Party Dress Harley Quinn, and it came with an extra head to enhance your Batman vs Superman Batman to simulate that part at the beginning of Suicide Squad when he used the breathing mask. And the last one there is a small breathing mask that came with a Mattel DC Multiverse Strange Lives of Batman figure collection. And it looks like I did find one more. This came with a DC Direct Batman the Animated Series Expressions Pack Batman. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figures and their accessories, now let's check out their height. From bottom to the top of his head, Batman standing at about 5.9 inches, and Robin about 5.5 inches. Now let's check out their articulation. Start with Batman here. His head can rotate from side to side. Can't really look up and down. Can't really tilt and rock. It's a little bit of give to it. Shoulders on a ball joint. Goes out more than 90 degrees. Up, down, around. All that good stuff. Single jointed elbow. 90-degree bend with rotation. He's got glove cut back there. And wrist rotation. Traditional waist rotation. Old school style hips. They go forward that much. Back about that far. Single jointed knees with rotation. Then that is it. And now for Robin. Similar articulation. Head rotate side to side, up and down, not really tilting much. Shoulders, ball joint, up, down, around. Single jointed elbow, goes in more than 90 degrees with rotation. He's got the glove cut and the wrist rotation. Waist rotation, but you don't get too much out of it. Old school hips, forward about that far, back not much. Single jointed knees with rotation, and that's it. These are basic retro figures with basic articulation. Here's Batman and Robin with the Rebreathers in the Batcave, standing in front of the Batboat. A closer look at them standing in front of the Batboat, and here they are, actually inside of the Batboat. Now let's check them out next to some of their action figures, starting off with some of their Batman figures with rebreather masks. Here they are, next to the Mattel Dark Knight Rises Ra's al Ghul. He's got his breathing mask on. This is actually a gas mask, but it looks just like a Batman gas mask or rebreather that he would use in the comics or animated series. And like I said before, those Ra's al Ghul masks work perfect for most of the Mattel Batman figures. Here they are, next to the Mattel DC Multiverse Suicide Squad Batman with his underwater breathing mask on. Then, with the Mafex Batman vs Superman Batman with the breathing mask that came with the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. And here, with the DC Direct Batman the Animated Series Batman with his version. And now, with the Mattel DC Multiverse Strange Lives of Batman Silver Age version. Here are all of my different Batman figures, with their rebreathers, oxygen masks, underwater breathing masks, etc. Maybe not all of them are exactly for that purpose, but that's pretty much what I use them for. And here are a couple more Batman figures with oxygen masks on. These are from Batman Hush, but these are when they're jumping out of a plane. Here they are next to Batgirl. She's the third figure in this newest wave. She's actually based off the 1966 comic, not the TV show, because McFarlane couldn't acquire the rights for Yvonne Craig. So, they went off the comic version instead. Clever dogs. And here they are, next to the previous wave of 66 figures. Two-Face, Radioactive Cow Batman, and King Tut. And here, with the previous wave, Egghead, Black and White Robin, and Riddler. Here's this new Batman and Robin, next to the original Batman and Robin from the first wave. The only differences with Batman is going to be the head, different painted cowl, rebreather, and then he has two gripping hands, whereas the original had one gripping, one fisted. And the only difference with Robin is the head. And here they are, next to the Mattel versions of the 66 Batman and Robin. Here are all the different versions of McFarlane's 1966 Batman. A whole hell of a lot of variants. Then, next to all the Mattel variations. Then, next to the NECA 7-inch version of Adam West, here's this new Robin, next to all the different McFarlane 66 Robin variants. And here, next to the Mattel variants, here's every single Dick Grayson's Robin figure that I have before this new Rebreather version. Quite the collection, and I'm missing several. Here they are, next to the 4 main 66 Bat-Rogues. These are the McFarlane versions. And here, next to the Mattel versions. Now let's check them out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how they fit in both scale and style-wise, in case you know which lines you can mix them with. Since they're McFarlane 1966 Batman Classic TV Series figures, they're typically the 6-inch scale, the smaller end of what I collect. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of these smaller action figure lines I collect, and work my way larger. Here they are, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. And here they are, next to some SH Figure Arts section figures. Here's Batman and Robin, next to a peach Red Bull I've been drinking during this video. And no, this is not a paid plug-in. Then, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here they are, with some Mafex figures. Then, with some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here they are, next to some Mezco 112 collective figures. And now, with some Jazzwares AEW wrestlers. Then, with some Mattel wrestling figures. And here they are, standing with some NECA figures. Then, with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here they are, with some more McFarlane toys. And now, with some DST or Diamond Select toys. And finally, next to some Jakks Pacific wrestling figures. So overall, they are some pretty cool figures. I do like the Rebreathers, but the figures themselves are really absolutely unnecessary. I'd be really curious if you can rip off the Rebreathers, what it look like underneath, but I don't want to ruin my figures that way. I wish they had alternate heads or removable Rebreathers. That would be awesome. That being said, the figures themselves, they're shorter than I'd like. Their articulation is quite limited. Sculpt and paint job are excellent, no issues there. Their accessories are great, much better than the action bubbles. If I were to rate these figures, probably even like a 5.5 out of 10. There's just a lot that is unnecessary about them. I much prefer the traditional Batman and Robin. Those guys are screaming for a re-release. I would love to see McFarlane re-release them with regular accessories instead of the action bubble effects. That would make perfect sense and they would sell fantastic. It's not like you see any regular Batman and Robin figure sitting around at Target peg warming. Not at all. You might see some of the other crazy variants that nobody wants, but not the regular versions. I can't wait for the next wave. Rumor is it's going to have Lord Deathman from the comics. I really hope that's true. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.